Just Jim radio show. Another beautiful day in paradise. Everybody hopefully enjoying their day and their life, and we're bringing the little bit of inspiration, information, a little bit of fun along with it, encouragement and support, and helping you discover, become aware, and find your own way, your own truth, your own path, and to live it more fully, to enjoy life and to get more out of it and bring more to it and be more of who we are. And we do that by having various guests, and today's guest is Claudia Zuccolo. She's a medium and a professional dancer and dance teacher with a master's in dance education, working always from the heart with people, searching to find the moment of expression from themselves. At this time, her focus is in the mediumistic aspect is diverse. She appears to be focused on spirituality, on deep trance through her spirit team in the spirit world. And this is in parallel to her mental mediumship in the form of private sittings, seminars, public demonstrations, etc. Her focus, and now in the future, is to bring the two worlds together, sort of like a heaven and earth kind of thing, through private sittings, and help people to overcome bereavement and give guidance from the spiritual world on lifestyle issues. So definitely a lot of different things going on with Claudia. She's interested in the education of both mediums and clients and how they can interact with their spiritual world through seminars, both in Switzerland and abroad. She speaks a number of different languages and is quite a diverse person and a very wonderful and powerful medium. And so very grateful to have you here today with us, Claudia.
Thank you. You said that all very, very nice.
Well, I can only tell the truth. I can only tell the truth. So.
Well, I do my best. That's all I can do.
Yes, absolutely. So tell me, in your particular view, why do you think mediumship is done? Why do you think mediums do what they do? Why do you do what you do?
Well, in principle, I think it's really important that we get these two worlds together. That's really I'm not a missionary, but I hope to, give other people some other insights, because for me, it was always there since child. I had that connection. And with your life, you have to concentrate on lots of things. You cannot really live it then. But later it came really very strong into my life. And for me, it's nice to give them another insight, because many people, especially now also, lots of people, they just feel very alone, very lonely, although they're in a community, they're everywhere, they're very busy in their lives, they're running for money and everything. But in reality, many people, they really feel alone. And that's where I hope to can give them with my gift, with the conversations I'm having with the spirit world, another insight that they know they're never, ever alone.
So being able to bring a completely different view, I know it seems as if everybody, even those that are having a good life and enjoying it or looking for more or something deeper or something that helps them understand themselves or life a little bit better, along with, the situations where people have lost someone in their life that they care so much for, and you kind of carry that within you, and to be able to make a connection like that and to have a communication, maybe an insight that you didn't know, or resolve something that wasn't able to be resolved while they were still here. There are so many wonderful benefits from this connection that mediums like yourself and I make when we're communicating with spirit and being able to convey that information to others. But I mean, each medium's unique in their own way. Why do you do it? What is your personal reason to be a medium? What is the primary thing that you do it for?
Well, there is many reasons. It's a reason, I don't know, I just live it also. And for me, it's very important, or especially also in sittings, where there is big bereavement, where there is a loss of a child or a very close partner or the very close parents, the really loved ones. When there is big bereavement, then they're really where also my mediumship in the sittings is really working the best, where there is coming so beautiful, intimate evidence where just the two of them can know, and that they know, hey, they're really there. Sometimes then a client could say, but hey, how do you know this? That's just, I didn't knew that, and my child or whatever. And I said, well, I'm talking to your child, so he's telling to me. And that's really nice, when you can bring into the bereavement. And I always say, I cannot take your bereavement away, but hopefully I can change it into a way where you can live with it a little bit with less pain. That's that's very really it works the strongest. Of course, also it works to give the people maybe other ideas or another insight of the world, and also a very nice connection with the spirit world itself.
Yeah, and it's interesting as mediums, we encounter individuals that are curious, or they're wanting to try to understand something, maybe not in the same way we do, and then to be able to make that connection and have them actually not just hear what's being said, but there's this opening that's created, that intimacy you were talking about, when they suddenly realize that they are feeling the connection and they're hearing something being conveyed to them that's touching them in such a way that it's not only allowing them to release pain and to let go of what they may have been carrying, but it's opening them up into their heart, into a connection that they haven't been able to have with that loved one that we're bringing that information to them from. And then they're able to open and release within them some of what they've been carrying of the sorrow or of the pain, and it allows their heart to open more fully and feel more comfort and peace in life. And I love the connection that happens when someone sees that and feels that they've received that information, that communication, and they're able to let go of what they've been carrying, and they're able to open up into themselves more fully and feel that connection once again in that intimate, loving, caring way, whereas it may have been covered up with pain or sorrow. So it is a blessing to help people with bereavement. And you were mentioning, finding ways in life to live life differently. It's always interesting to see what spirit communicators or loved ones will bring in that can help how they see what's going on with their loved one and give them insight or encouragement or support in being able to make a difference in their lives. That's another beautiful part of mediumship.
Exactly. And then also my focus really is that I want to try that everybody can learn it. It's that's so important, that it's not only me that I can do the connections for them, but how can they open themselves, how can they talk themselves to their loved ones, because it's all there. They're not away, they're just a thought away, not further. So, and that's where also it's very important to me to show them how they can open, or to help them in this way as well. That's really nice.
Sure, and I watch that happen even with people who aren't necessarily in a gallery type of a situation or a message service where one person's receiving something and they're certainly being touched, and there is a shift in them in their understanding and belief in that connection to spirit that maybe they didn't even have clearly until they had that message, or somebody else in the gallery or in the congregation that's hearing this happen, and it's opening them up to this awareness and this opportunity to be able to make that connection themselves. It's important that people know that it isn't necessary to go through a medium to speak to spirit, that they could do it themselves. It's something that needs to be learned, but it's certainly available to everybody. Can you describe for for us a little bit of what it's actually like when you connect with spirit. What actually happens when you sort of check in and make that connection?
Well, I must say there is, I always laugh a little because there is so many complicated books about mediumship, how you open yourself and 10 hours of meditation and don't eat meat and all this stuff. I must say, with me, it works very, very naturally. It works very, very simple. I just do an inward breath. I open my awareness and there I'm in conversation with the spirits. So easy it is, and it always has been. I was praying a lot as a child, and I always was in conversation. I always did hear answers to what I was talking. So I was later then very, very surprised when I talked to a Catholic priest, and he told me, no, he's not hearing like this, the answers and stuff. I thought, how is this going? For me, it's just very normal. I just open my sense and there you go. So for me, it's quite difficult to meditate, I must be honest, because when I just relax, I let go. I get into that conversations with the spirits right away.
So you would be considered a little bit more of a natural medium since you've had that happen for so long. And so
Yeah.
there's a different ways that we are able to experience spirit as mediums, seeing, hearing, sensing. What are the ways that you actually experience spirit directly once you've opened up and made that connection?
Yeah, well, in the beginning, I must say it came also with lots of pictures and just feelings. But with really the training that I have with my great teacher, with Bill Collar, I learned also it's really much faster and more accurate and better and easier to just listen to it. Because, when you get pictures, you always have to interpret then the picture. So as a dancer and a dance teacher, I worked a lot with pictures. So I was used to understand it. That's why also spirits in the beginning really worked with that. But then with the development and the understanding of mediumship, I really focused on my hearing. So I just can ask a question and I get the answer. So I don't need to get a picture and then, okay, what does that picture mean? How could that be? No, I just ask and get the answer. So that's much faster and accurate.
I've had a very similar experience. It seems as if originally, when all that activity was going on in relationship to spirit, it caused me to have to interpret whatever it is I was receiving. And when I kind of made a deal, look, what I really need to do is I need to feel the essence of this. I need to be able to know certain that you are communicating and what you're communicating, but I don't have to use all these other senses to do that. I want to just be able to know it and feel it and be able to communicate it clearly and accurately. And I found it to be much easier that way also, to have that happen.
Right. And you said something really important here, because they listen to how or what you would understand. So it's important that you as a medium, or if you work with the spirits, tell them how are you receiving or how do you want to understand it, because they are intelligent, that we would understand how that works. That's I don't know, a bit difficult, but that they can understand how we can receive how when they talk to us. Oh yes, they do. And if you tell them, look, tell me in this way, or that's how I can understand, then they will do it, because they really love, they really want to talk to us. They want to be in contact here. And so then it's just to be consistent. Then always make a commitment, tell them how you want to hear or how you want to receive what they want to tell you, and then just be consistent. And with this, then it goes always faster and more accurate, and it's really, and for me it's just so much fun. I have so much fun with it. It's just great. I love it.
I do. I have a lot of fun with it too. I'm